Hey everyone, Tim Howard from Coastal Preps here for the swimming preview. Looking forward to a great season this year as we have a lot of swimmers coming back that were on the All Coastal Preps first or second team. I do 20 swimmers every year, and on the boys' side, 14 of those 20 return, including 8 that were underclassmen last year. And then on the girls' side, 15 of the 20 return this year, and 12 of those 15 were underclassmen last year. So a lot of really talented younger swimmers, which should make for another exciting season. And hopefully, we can have a bunch of swimmers qualify for the regionals and state competitions like we did last year. Hoggard continues to be the standard bearer for the conference, continue to dominate. Feels like both of their programs have won, almost every conference championship over the last 2 decades. Coach Tammy Pruden does a great job with that program and always has a lot of talented year-round swimmers over there with Hoggard. Both of their swimmers of the year came from Hoggard last year. They both have graduated. Will Starrett on the boys' side and Callie Parks on the girls' side. So we will have some new swimmers of the year this year. Could they go back to Hoggard? Certainly they could, but there will be some other individuals that factor in to that decision as well. For the boys, we'll start there with the Hoggard boys. They won the conference by 104 points over Topsail last year, so really nobody could challenge them, and I expect them to roll to another conference title again this year. Like I said, Will Starrett, the reigning Coastal Prep Swimmer of the Year, is graduated and is now swimming in college. But the Vikings still have plenty of talent, including Cole Whitmer, Jackson Hughes, Ryan Langtree, amongst others. Always some freshmen that come in for that program that make an immediate impact. So expect Hoggard to have the most depth again this year, and that's usually what carries them over the top. May not win all the events during a meet, but they always seem to have plenty, 2 or 3 swimmers in every event in the top 5, and those points all add up. So that's what typically makes Hoggard so successful. I think the girls are the favorite to win the conference title again. They've won 6 in a row, and I make them the favorite to win a 7th. But they will face some challenges this year. The girls' side is a little more competitive than the boys' side. The Vikings will be led by Kelsey Stuck, Haley Wiegand, and Keener Whitmer. They'll try to replace Callie Parks, who was the swimmer of the year last year, a great sprinter, won the state title in the 50 free. So she's now at Akron. Will certainly be hard to replace, but Hoggard has a lot of good talent returning. I think their biggest challenger on the girls' side will be Ashley, Laney, and New Hanover. 3 programs that all have some really good individual talent, but maybe not quite the depth of Hoggard. Laney lost Jenna Grill, who was Callie Parks, top nemesis. They had some great battles in the 50 free over the last couple of years, so it'll be sad not seeing those battles anymore. But Jenna's now at Arizona, but they've still got Maddie Joy, who won the conference in the 200 free and the 100 back last year, and probably enters this year as maybe the favorite to become the Coastal Prep Swimmer of the Year. She is a really talented swimmer over there at Laney. Ashley, really strong sophomore class led by Caroline Furby and Finley Roundtree. So Ashley is a team on the rise with some young talent, and expect them to have a really good season. And then New Hanover, another team that's got some strong swimmers that have now been in the program for a couple years. Abby Forbes, one of the best in the butterfly and in some distance, the 500 free. And then Juliet Burrows had a really good freshman year last year. So, certainly expect those 3 teams to be in the mix, but I do give Hoggard the edge. On the boys' side, Hoggard's toughest competition will probably come from Ashley, which has Keann Post and Sean Setzer returning. 2 kids that can certainly win multiple events, and then they've got a really good freshman class that they're looking forward to seeing how they progress and are expecting some points from. South Brunswick, I think, is a team that will have a good season this year. They're certainly the favorites in the 3A portion of the conference. Of course, North Brunswick doesn't have a swim team, so it comes down to South Brunswick and West Brunswick for that 3A title, and I think South Brunswick pretty heavy favorites, especially on the boys' side. Cade Needham, Chance Mason, two really good swimmers for the Cougars that should help them win the 3A portion of the conference and, finish probably midway in the pack of the overall conference. Cape Fear Academy has, always had really good swim teams. The boys finished third and the girls finished third in the state last year, so both teams looking to improve upon that finish. Lane Durham leads the boys team. Really dynamic swimmer, can kind of do a bunch of different events for them, and will certainly get a lot of points for them. So the Hurricanes have high expectations this year.